This week on Sportsman TV, the rarest fish in the Gulf of Mexico, the elusive red snapper. Word is 2, 3, maybe 4 left in the whole Gulf of Mexico. Stay with us this week and see if we can't figure it out on Sportsman TV.
You see the teeth?
Rojo Snappo. Little baby one, picking on the little guys. That is what you call dinner for 4, or dinner for Chris. So,
oh, sorry with the fat jokes on that. Starting early this morning.
Isn't that beautiful?
Tough being the fattest guy on the boat.
Fishing a jig. He was right on the bottom.
Also known as dinner for 4.
Good eating size right there.
Yeah, red snapper are highly structure oriented. Any kind of structure out here, I mean any kind of structure, will hold red snapper. You know, if you've got 50 foot of water or more, there'll be plenty of red snapper. Even though they are endangered. Let's not forget that these are terribly endangered fish that we're catching millions of. I'm drifting over the top of the bottom structure, and these fish are holding on this structure. And as we drift over, I'm putting chum out to get them to come right up next to the boat. There he is.
There he is. I told y'all, this is a lot of fun. You ought to try.
Oh, we're gonna let him go.
One of the big concerns about these fish is barotrauma, bringing them up so deep that their swim bladders come out of their mouth. But when you catch them shallow, you can selectively catch them and let them go. Because this fish, you can see, he looks perfect. There's no, his eyes aren't popping out, his guts aren't coming out of his mouth. You don't have to vent him, you don't have to put him on a barotrauma reduction device. You just put him right back down in the water and he'll swim right back.
See ya. And there he goes.
Why Buoy Outfitters? Our customers know why.
Buoy Outfitters is a friendly place. Buoy Outfitters is a very personable place. When you walk in the front doors, everybody's telling you hello, and it makes it very easy to come in here and shop and be a customer and go to the archery range and go to the gun counter just because you're going to get personalized service.
That's Buoy Outfitters, Perkins Road between Essen Lane and Bluebonnet. Buoy Outfitters, for everything outdoors.
It's time to register for the 2013 CCA Louisiana Star Fishing Tournament. 101 days of fishing and over $500,000 in prizes are up for grabs in over 25 divisions. The Star has something for everyone with offshore, inshore, kayak, fly fishing, ladies only, and youth divisions. And kids fish for free, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And those 50 tag redfish are waiting to be caught. 35 weigh stations, 101 days to fish, all for $25 with a CCA membership. For more information, visit ccastar.com.
You want to see the bullet for a $500,000 gun? Chartreuse Blackback KBD 1.5. The bait that Kevin Van Dam used to win his 4th Bassmaster Classic. Load it. Shoot it. Set the hook.
Money in the bank, baby.
Lafourche Parish, Louisiana. Dig in.
LouisianaSportsman.com is the South's premier hunting and fishing website. Planning a hunting or fishing trip? Visit LouisianaSportsman.com and get up-to-the-date information on weather, tides, or solar data. Our breaking news and continually updating forum will keep you up to date. Or visit our report section and ask the locals what's been biting and where. Need to sell or buy an outdoor item? LouisianaSportsman.com's free classifieds are the quickest way for you to reach the outdoor market. LouisianaSportsman.com, the quick way to get the most of the outdoors.
Well, obviously, red snapper is probably the most controversial fish, aside from bluefin tuna, in the United States right now. There's so much federal regulation coming from the National Marine Fisheries Service on these fish. The seasons have been shortened. There's fighting going on between the states and the federal managers. There's a lot of frustration among recreational fishermen, charter fishermen, even commercial fishermen about what's going on with the snapper population in the Gulf. All indications are that there are more of them out here than there have ever been before, but we just don't have enough really robust data on these fish to determine what the actual stock size is and what kind of structure they're orienting to out here, where they're living, how many of them there are. And so what our hope is, on working on behalf of sport fishermen across the Gulf, is to take some oil spill recovery money and invest it in the science and the data collection so we can get a better idea of the number of fish that are out here and possibly be able to have longer seasons to come out here and catch these fish.
Yeah, you gotta watch the snapper. See that gill plate right there? That is like a serrated knife, and he's not afraid to use it. You see my thumb here? How this thumb is smaller than this thumb? That's partially due to a serrated snapper gill. But they're still delicious. Look at him. That's a beautiful fish.
Oh, it's an incredible fish. It's a hard fighting fish. They hit the bait hard. They hit a variety of baits. Of course, you can come out here with any kind of live bait. You come out here with cut bait. We caught them on artificial baits. You don't have to have super heavy tackle to do it. And on decent days, you know, when the wind's blowing at 5 or 10 knots during the summertime, you can catch them in a relatively small boat. Here in Louisiana, all throughout the month of June, these fish will be anywhere from 50 to 100 feet of water. And that's pretty accessible for guys in 22 or 24 or 26 foot boats. Of course, the easiest way is to hire a charter boat captain like Captain Peace or somebody else along the Gulf Coast who's really got these fish dialed in. But you can target them on pretty much any kind of rock piles under the water. You can target them on the oil rigs. You can target them on the artificial reefs that have been built all along the Gulf Coast. The snapper population out here is healthy. As you guys have seen, there's no shortage of these fish. But there is a shortage on the amount of data and the science that's needed to determine how many of them we can come out here and actually catch.
That's what we're here to catch, right there. That looks like a good one, about a 10 or 12 pounder. That's what we're here to catch. That's our perfect dinner snapper right there. Either that or somebody's wimp. We'll see. Oh, no!
Shark bait!
Now that's no good. That is just wrong.
That's wrong. Well, looks like something bigger than him. Got half of it.
But how fun is this, guys? I mean, we're catching them on light tackle, catching them on our mangrove rods. I mean, this is stuff that you can catch redfish with. Fish are not that deep. And just catching beautiful, beautiful snapper out here. Out of Venice with my partner, Captain Peace Marvel. Beautiful day on the Gulf of Mexico. One of the most productive fisheries in the world. Oh, I got sharked up. I got sharked up. Well, we know it's healthy out here. We know they got a bunch of fish swimming around. We know there's fish out here in the Gulf because we got them eating our red snapper. Sharked up, baby, sharked up.
Got a whole pokey. First you gotta fix this hook, got a little bit. Put it in through his head. Pull it all the way through. Back around through his back. Like this. There it is. Send it.
Nice.
We're fishing with small baits today.
Yeah.
Just fishing with the small ones.
Actually, we're coming up on another good spot.
Do you ever get tired of this?
Yes, sir. I never do.
Never get tired of it.
You know, that's what I was saying. I fish about 20 days in a row. Now, when I wake up in the morning, I'm dragging. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the second I get on the boat, I'm excited, I'm ready to go. Almost 18 years.
That's me.
I believe you just set the hook.
I did.
Oh, painful.
Old habits die hard.
I do.
Why Bowie Outfitters? Our customers know why.
When you need something, you come in, you ask for it, and you can get it. Great selection of clothes here, guns, shells, calls, whatever you need. I like coming in and doing that. And more importantly for me, I'm a big bow hunter. I think these guys are better than anybody. That's why I come over to Bowie Outfitters.
That's Bowie Outfitters, Perkins Road between Essen Lane and Bluebonnet. Bowie Outfitters, for everything outdoors.
It's time to register for the 2013 CCA Louisiana Star Fishing Tournament. 101 days of fishing and over $500,000 in prizes are up for grabs in over 25 divisions. The Star has something for everyone with offshore, inshore, kayak, fly fishing, ladies only, and youth divisions. And kids fish for free, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And those 50 tag redfish are waiting to be caught. 35 weigh stations, 101 days to fish, all for $25 with a CCA membership. For more information, visit ccastar.com.
As fishermen, we're predators, and fish are the prey. In nature, the best fishermen have one thing in common: their eyes. How do you turn your eyes into the eye of a predator? It takes 11 layers of lens technology and a new lens color to make the human eye emulate the eye of a predator. Stop buying glasses for the classes. Make yourself an alpha predator.
Louisiana Sportsman Magazine. For over 31 years, your source for fishing and hunting information. Each month you will find stories by local experts on everything from bass to redfish to ducks, deer to trout and turkey. We've got incredible local information that you can use immediately to get more success outdoors. You'll also enjoy monthly columns on cooking, the latest lures, GPS locations, shooting, kayaks, and much more. Have Louisiana Sportsman delivered to your house and safe. $24.99 gets you a full year of Louisiana Sportsman. To order today, visit louisianasportsman.com.
Well, right now we're hoping to catch some bonitas for bait, but it's not out of the question that part of what I'm marking here is some blackfin tunas, which there have been quite a few right here. But we shall see. Hurting my feelings. Hurting my feelings. Oh no! No!
You got to be good to catch a shark on a spoon. It must be a bunch of them on there this time. I hope nothing else gets. That's what I'm afraid of. Something else is going to get them. Yeah, it must be a bunch of them on there. That's all.
Dude, these are good tuna baits. These would be called hardtails, also known as blue runners. They are a delicious bait fish. Pretty much everything in the Gulf eats these. Very hardy. Very hardy. You can drop them on the deck, kick them around, and yeah, they'll still eat them.
Chunk of pokey, and I don't know. Maybe a big mangrove, maybe a big red snapper. All I know is he burned my thumb on the drag. Well, you know, we're looking for mangroves. We're out here in South Pass 70 out of the mouth of the river, just looking for mangrove snapper. And sometimes it's hard to catch the mangroves because there's so many red snapper out here now. Generally, the way we target them is just, you can either live bait them, free line live bait, live crocus or pinfish or channel mullet, stuff like that around the rigs, or you can bury the hook in a chunk of pogey, drift it back into the rig leg, and usually the mangroves will come out and really whack it. But this big red snapper was sitting about, I guess about 10, 12 feet under the surface, and he just dropped the hammer on it.
Fish on! Fish on!
Well, to be quite honest, this rig, the action's pretty good at it all the time. This rig, it's right on the edge of about a 450-foot drop. And because of that, you get a lot of upwellings and stuff that come right here. And there's always huge red snappers here, usually some really good mangroves. And in a few minutes, we're going to drop down to the bottom and catch a big Warsaw grouper here.
Most folks in the Western Gulf, I'm talking Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, they know that these oil rigs like this one out here at South Pass Block are very important fish structures. They hold a lot of fish. There's all kinds of life around these rigs. Federal policy says that these things have to come out of the water. A lot of times they're being removed with really no regard to how important they are as fish habitat, especially for recreational fishermen to be able to come out here and catch these fish. And so what Theodore Roosevelt Conservation Partnership is working on with its other sport fishing partners is trying to find a better way to try to keep these structures in place. And even if they have to be pulled out, to be able to move the material to sites to build other artificial reefs with them. This habitat's way too important to the fishery out here in the Gulf of Mexico for it just to be yanked out with no regard to how important it is for fishermen and fish.
This is Ryan Terrio. I'm here at Bowie Outfitters, and listen, I'm an avid bow hunter. If you're looking for a place with the best service in the South and wonderful accessories, not to mention a top-of-the-line bow range, Bowie Outfitters is a place for you. A wonderful staff here and great service at Bowie, but an awesome selection of guns. We have pistols, rifles, and shotguns, and everything else you could imagine. And for all those hard-to-find bass fishing and inshore products, Bowie Outfitters is a place for you. That's Bowie Outfitters for everything outdoors in between Essen and Bluebonnet on Perkins Road.
Do you want the better selection and bigger savings? Service Chevrolet Cadillac has the largest inventory of Chevys in Louisiana. You can choose from over 300 Silverados, all in one location. The Chevy Silverado has the best pickup coverage in America and the lowest cost of ownership of any full-size pickup on the road. Shop the better selection and get bigger savings at Service Chevrolet Cadillac, 1212 Ambassador Caffrey, or visit us at servicegm.com.
Fishing, it's where good stories come from. It's about good times and family and friends. It's about taking a couple home for dinner tonight and saving a few for tomorrow. It's all about that and so much more. To CCA, fishing is about enjoying today and making sure tomorrow is even better. To us, fishing comes with a responsibility for the resources we enjoy so much. If fishing means all that to you, then you belong with CCA.
Don't just be a sportsman, look like one too. Men, women, kids, everyone wants to look like a good sport. And now you can find it all in one place without leaving the house. Our popular Sportsman logo clothing and accessories are just a click away at LouisianaSportsman.com. T-shirts, caps, polarized sunglasses, jewelry, koozies, and more are available in a variety of sizes and colors. It's easy to show the world that you are a sportsman. Visit shop.louisianasportsman.com today and get that perfect sportsman item for yourself or as a gift for that sportsman in your life.
Big old Amberjack. The Gulf of Mexico season on Amberjack closes June 1st and opens back up August 1st. And the Gulf Council gave fishermen a choice. Do you want Amberjack open during red snapper, or do you want them open separately? Some states, some fishermen want them separate. Some of them want them open at the same time. So you have the option of catching more fish when you bring folks out here. A lot of folks would argue that there's really no reason to close Amberjack. But because they're considered overfished, the seasons do get closed at certain points throughout the year. But just like red snapper, the snapper season closes too. With better science, better data, better management of these fish, maybe a little bit better federal regulations, a little bit better legislation, we can find a way to have a full year season on some of these fish, perhaps, if the data warrants. But right now, we don't have enough data to tell us whether or not there's enough out here for us to catch them all year. Okay. I'm trying. Oh man, you're rinsing him off. All right.
That's 0. That's 28. 28 plus 4 is what, 32? Yep, he's only
33.
All right. Still, another species. See ya.
You would have had good.
All right, let's reel on him.
Reel on him?
Yeah, he is. That's a big cobia, I'm telling you, that's what that is.
I can't get control of him, Cap, I'm telling you.
We just caught 2 undersized ones, and when we brought those up next to the boat, I threw some chum in the water, and hopefully it attracted this one, which looks like it might be a man-sized cobia. A man-sized cobia. Come on.
Yes, that's a good Amberjack for us. Shut up. Done! Red snappers to me. Oh. All right, that's all right.
Nice.
Can I take my picture with that before y'all put him up?
Well, that is our last snapper, the last of our endangered species that we can catch today. That's actually number 14 that we're going to put in the box. We've released probably, I don't know, 15 or 20. Kept some nice fish today, let some beautiful fish go, and now we're going to catch some other stuff just for fun. Well, we're going to drop down to the bottom and catch a warsaw. Now, I've got 3 pounds of weight on this hardtail. Reason being, we have to get it through the amberjack. Now, will the amberjack maybe catch it? They might, but we're gonna give it the old college try.
Scary shit right here. You know what? I mean, I honestly, like, you don't know what's fixing. Yeah.
Gotta keep a little point on it.
Shoot me in the neck, Jerry. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, I didn't, but you know, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I can't hold my finger on it. I'm getting, no, I'm good. I'm good. Come on, Jared. You want him?
First AJ, baby. First AJ. Come on, man. You gotta play for AJ.
Oh, he's still there.
Try to extend your left arm, it'll help.
Keep it up.
I don't know, dude. He's coming up like it might be a
Goofy. Look, 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 look. Woo! Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
Yeah.
Where the Mississippi River ends and the Gulf begins. Join us here next time on Sportsman TV.
Hurting my feelings. Hurting my feelings.